We talk wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
In this motherfucker.
We in this joint finally. Give it up for We talk wrestling, baby. Yeah.
This is several months worth of planning and talking and Instagram chats and all that.
How many? It has been a couple months.
Yeah, it's just
me and Marcely has really been trying to get this shit off the ground like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I tell you,
hell yeah.
Finally did it. But yeah, we talk wrestling. Introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take.
Yeah, I could go first. My name is Marcely. I'm a comedian in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Big wrestling fan ever since I was a kid. I would say the thing that drew me to wrestling in the first place, I would say, so Bret Hart was like probably one of my first wrestlers who I was like, yo, all right, this guy's a superhero. You know what I'm saying? And I used to see him.
Execution, man.
Yeah, he was the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. You know what I mean? And one of my favorites still. Well, he's probably my top 10 now because like it's so many wrestlers that I like.
You said Bret is in your top 10?
Yeah, for sure.
I think Bret's still like 4 on my list.
Yeah, he might be in my top 5, but I would have to really like think about it.
You talking about wrestlers, like motherfuckers, like actual like wrestler first,
right? Like really workers.
Yeah. There's a difference between I like that dude. He's a good wrestler, but Bret is a wrestler.
That motherfucker could work. Yeah. He could work. So yeah, man, I've been a wrestling fan ever since I was a kid. So you know what I mean. I'm happy that we finally got the shit. You know what I mean? My man Dell.
I've met you. I was like, yo, you know you're wrestling, bro. Hold up. I think I was telling you. I was just telling Jay this shit. I said when you meet somebody that's a wrestling fan, fucking you give them you try to test their knowledge on.
He questioned me right on the spot.
As soon as I found out,
right on the spot.
He tried to G-check you.
He seen the ECW hat and was like, all right, I need to know.
No, I seen you 3 weeks though. I came here 3 weeks and all weeks I came in on a different wrestling shirt. So I'm like, let me see. And he had the last one was a Stone Cold Steve Austin hat. Shirt. I'm like, man, you know you're wrestling. Do you really? Let me.
Yeah, because it's like some shirts that you see, you be like, all right, he a Stone Cold fan, whatever. Everybody's Stone Cold fan.
Like,
but it's like,
or you just wearing it for the art,
right?
Like fake shit. You know?
Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
Hell yeah!
I seen somebody with a fucking Bullet Club shirt on one time and shit. I went to go.
Yeah, if they don't do that shit back, it's a wrap.
Look at me.
It's a wrap.
But all right, man. Give it up for Marcely for being here, y'all. Thank you, Marcely. Thank you.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
All right, Jay, you wanna go next?
It's good. I'm Jay, aka Rhymes Van Dam.
Hell yeah.
The whole effing flow, Mr. Tuesday Night.
Woo. Tuesday night.
Hip hop aficionado, MC, artist, everything but a rapper. Man, I can't even remember. It's probably like maybe 7, 8, like catching ECW before it, hit its mark and unfortunately closed up shop. And then it was just straight up SmackDown.
Yeah.
A lot of SmackDown. Because I was on Friday nights. I couldn't catch it the Monday nights. I had to like wait to catch it on a rerun or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I've been in the wrestling for a long time. There's just something about it, man. There's an art form to it. It's, a lot of people say it's fake, but it's more realer than a lot of things in life, man.
It's a soap opera for men.
Yeah, I used to take offense to because out of my main friend group from home, I'm the only one who fucks with wrestling, right? Yeah. And I found myself having to defend wrestling so many times, but like straight up, like I love athletics. You know what I'm saying? I love sports. I love drama. I like another thing that I do, like I do theater, you know what I'm saying? So like wrestling is theater, you know what I'm saying? And so like you doing all of this, wrestling is just like you said, it's like a soap opera for men. It's all of these things all in one.
Yeah.
And at this point, people who hate on wrestling or people who don't understand what the appeal is, like fuck off, yo.
It's just like it's the cool thing to hate, or it's still taboo, or some bullshit like that. People make excuses for anything, but I'm like, listen, like there's a lot of great moments, and you know, it's part of culture, whether you like it or not, you know.
Yeah. So, and these motherfuckers are like,
it's not going anywhere, so you might as well either tune in or tune out.
Yeah, real quick, shout out to ECW. You know what I mean? We in Philly.
Say no. Shout out. Say no.
I was about to say, Dell.
Are we about to get like heel Paul Heyman over here?
No.
I appreciate the ECW, but it's dead.
You good. I snuck in ECW my first time.
I never had the opportunity to be up in there.
Remember the dude that right be in the front row with the straw hat? That dude, the white dude? I actually seen him, yo. Like,
is he still walking around
now? He probably passed away.
Yeah,
for sure.
Gone. Way to bring the mood down.
Like I actually was in that joint, and I was not supposed to be in there. Like the ECW arena is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I have seen it with my own. I put my feet on those grounds one time. It was only one time, and I didn't even get kicked out. Like
how old were you?
Probably like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So, man,
I used to watch that shit religiously on Channel 48.
I did that like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Maybe a little later, depending on what time Paul Heyman cheap ass can get. Shout out to Paul Heyman, man. Love you, man. Creative mind like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, for real.
But I mean, introduce yourself so I can introduce myself. Then
I already did.
Oh, all right. Well, sorry.
So he tagged you in, Dell.
I'm Dell Gold, also a comedian. Probably been watching wrestling all my goddamn life. Yeah, I came out when I was born. I think it was a pay-per-view that Sunday, and my grandma was watching it. I've been watching wrestling all my life. I'm a big fan, huge fan. I know my wrestling. You can ask me anything. I know that shit.
You really do. I real talk. Like when you came up to me and you was like, "Yo, you fuck with wrestling." I was like, oh yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan. I didn't know that you was like, yo, I know my shit. I thought that you was like, yeah, yo, you know The Rock, you know what I mean? Yeah, you smell what The Rock is cooking, and just like the general shit, like a regular general.
You know, it's crazy. I met a lot of comedians like that in the scene, like them knowing wrestling and me hearing them talking about the pay-per-view, and I just jumping in the wrestling conversation is like jumping in a football, basketball conversation.
Yeah, straight up.
If you think LeBron is the best, somebody gonna come out of nowhere. But that Jordan, same shit. Like somebody gonna be talking about Roman Reigns, and then somebody like me that like the Attitude Era, like yo. But The Rock opened the door for all that. I'm that dude. Then probably know a lot.
Yeah, a lot of barbershop conversations about wrestling.
I know that because my grandma and her friends would come together like how me and you watch WrestleMania. Like Marcely we watched WrestleMania this past WrestleMania together, but it'd be her girlfriends, and they be having their beers, and they watching the wrestling event, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, the Legion of Doom versus the Demolition. Like I'm watching all that shit as a young boy, and growing up, like my favorite back in the day was the Macho Man.
Yeah,
WWF, the Macho Man.
Yeah,
Macho Man. Forever is gonna be Sting in WCW. I don't care what version of Sting is always we get there, but Sting is always the man. Like, I'm happy we had this podcast now because
we got we have an outlet to get all this fucking,
and we have another co-host which is Chris Whitehair. He's a comedian. He'll be passing through here and there sometimes. You catch him on the flyby, but shout out to that man.
Shout out to Chris. He just got married.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that him, Marcely, and myself was like, yo, we gotta do this. Like we need to talk.
Yeah,
and we will have some other people on as guests sometimes, but other than that, I don't know. What's the shirts here?
So I got me the Joel Embiid and DX collaboration. So shout out to my man Joel Embiid, who today he just got officially announced as the 2022 and 2023 NBA MVP. The MVP.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you hating on Joe?
Because you know me. I'm not no. Everybody know me. They're just going to watch this podcast and is going to support it. They're going to be like, Dell's not a Philly fan. They know I'm a Patriots fan. Like, come on.
But that ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
I'm a Suns fan.
All right, let's stop talking about that any further. We're on a wrestling podcast.
But my shirt though,
that's the enforcer.
It got Joel Embiid and as well as Shawn Michaels and Triple H, the Degeneration.
We'll let it slide because it's Philly.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I mean,
having Joel Embiid in that hoodie makes me not want to be part of DX. Like,
y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
That's all I'm saying. I would have to leave Team DX off of that.
Yo, I'm Philly. Yo, you from Philly? You Philly born and bred?
Yeah, go ahead, smoke, man.
I'll trade Joel for Kurt Angle. I mean, if you saw Raw 30, he came out and did that whole thing. So,
yo.
He's got a better shot than Joel. Sorry, Joel.
Fucking Jay, hey Jay, go ahead, do your shirt.
Yo, talk about your shirt, man.
I mean, come
nonsense.
on.
Yo,
I mean, does it need any more explanation? It's Rob Van Dam. It's the whole effing show.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about because when he said his name. And then he said his little bar to his name. It was all Rob Van Dam shit. Then he got a Rob Van Dam shirt on. My question is, and I'm just going to ask Marcely because I don't know what you going to say. It's going to be wild to hear. So, do you think he's going to come in every week with a different RVD shirt? Like, that's my only question. If he come in this bitch with an RVD shirt from ECW, then from WWF, and then from TNA, and then to WWE. Like, yo, if he do that shit, bro, you the man for real. I will always call you the fucking what do you say, Mr. Tuesday Night?
Mr. Tuesday Night. That's dope.
I mean, it's Tuesday night. So.
It is, yeah. Oh, so you just came up with that just for this, right?
Yeah, fuck with it. Yeah, because Rob Van Dam was Mr. Monday Night.
Mr. Monday Night.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you know.
And then, see, the fucked up thing about it is, I feel like if Jay comes in next week and he doesn't have an RVD shirt on, then I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna just be a little disappointed. That's it. Just a little bit.
Well, like the infamous words of one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers, the only thing that's for sure about Sting is nothing's for sure.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess that's a good segue to get to you, Dell. Go.
Well, you know, I'm rocking that good old team Bullet Club.
It's gold.
They said,
it's gold.
They said when I ordered, it says Bullet Club Gold. You know, but
adjust your contrast and brightness on your screen.
But that's what it said on the page when I. It don't matter. It's Bullet Club.
This is gold.
He's never heard of false advertising.
It's still Bullet Club, though. It's still Bullet Club. It don't matter. It's Bullet Club for life. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter what version of the Bullet Club it. And I'm fucking with the Bullet Club. I'm in it.
I don't know. This shit's a fucking bootleg, so I'm Bootleg Club over here. I guess.
Listen. I mean,
this ain't even go.
This shit ain't even official. Like, this is Joel Embiid on a DX shirt. You know this shit ain't official. There was some motherfuckers last year during the playoffs,
and that don't even look like Joel Embiid. That shit look like No Way Jose. It
really do. It really, he light skinned as shit.
It's Carlito.
Yeah, it's Carlito. Look at him. Yeah, he light skinned, but you know what I mean. Man. The intent is there, you know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, I know y'all don't care about Joel Embiid, but Triple H showed up to a game last year. He hit the bell with Joel. So like, you know what I mean? That's why the connection is significant. It means
that's good marketing for the WWE. Now,
exactly.
Yeah, so that they know what they're doing.
Yeah, when Joel,
they've always had good marketing though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they've always.
That's like their strength. That's why Triple H made the titles for everybody who win championships in all sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He customizing them a WWE joint, but they plates on the plate. He know what he doing.
Right.
Yeah. He's a smart motherfucker. Like, if it's anybody from back in the day when I was watching the Attitude Era and I was watching Triple H, Stone Cold, and all the motherfuckers go at it, like I used to be looking at like when they get old, where the fuck is they gonna be? Like, you seen The Rock heading out the door to go to fucking Hollywood. You seen that shit.
Right.
So I always looked at Triple H to be like, yo, he might end up taking this shit over.
He always, like, my man was
always
playing chess.
Vince.
He was playing chess the whole entire time, yo.
I couldn't see The Undertaker. I wouldn't see The Undertaker running WWE.
Nah, but you can see him being like a coach, like a a big man coach. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's why Omar's still around.
Exactly, because he's being coached by big men like Undertaker. Mm-hmm.
It's very true. So I saw a trailer for Twisted Metal. Samoan Joe is physically the clown dude or whatever, the character.
Oh, like, wait, time out. A movie trailer?
Yeah. Like the video game Twisted Metal from back in the day.
Yeah.
Samoan Joe is.
AEW has said that. like he was going to do a movie. I didn't know what movie.
I didn't know he was doing that.
That was hot. That's hot.
No, I saw crazy. The teaser. He looks pretty sick. And then I seen another video of him today at Wale Mania or whatever, singing with.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did you send that?
Yeah, I sent that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that was pretty funny.
Yo,
when I sent it, I said Jay gonna get a kick out of this. I knew it was, but
you already know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because that's what I was talking about. Wale Mania is something that next year.
No, I know.
I'm trying to be in there.
Well, I mean, next year it's here.
It's in Philadelphia.
I'm about to say, but then, you know what? I was looking at the tickets. Like a nice package is really $1,000. Like that's not hard to really get if you look at it to now. So
you
then,
save up because like we all know.
But I don't think they're releasing the official tickets until like a certain. They're probably not doing that shit until maybe like September, October.
Yeah, that's cool. But
so, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited either way.
I don't even give a fuck where I sit at.
Nah, y'all can be in those.
As long as I get to do all the activities that's in the city, like, because they always do that
it's a double shit. Too. It's a double anniversary. Yeah, it's the 25 years since WrestleMania was last in Philly, and then 40 years for 40th WrestleMania. So, and then if you really want to get technical with it, it's about 30 years of ECW. Almost about like really like when Shane Douglas like threw the championship down, and it started like the whole new like regime because it was Eastern Championship Wrestling before that. So, yeah, I mean, be interesting. I mean, they probably won't do. My dream would always be one more night.
Yeah,
ECW.
But it's already been done by other people, and it's like I mean, I just saw RVD and Rhino in December wrestle.
I think they should just let ECW be ECW and let it die. It's been so many situations with ECW, but
that's why I said Paul. That's why I said Paul Heyman. He's like, let it die.
We know you, so we're gonna get to you and whatever you gotta say.
I'm saying,
because I can't wait till we get there. But until it's what a couple things. Let's see. We got the new WWE title, world title, world heavyweight title.
We got the WWE draft too.
In the draft, yeah,
that's currently going on too.
Yeah. Did you watch the draft? Some of it?
Call like little clips.
So you watched the draft?
I've seen it. Yeah, I saw it. I mean,
so let me ask you this before you say your shit. Are you team SmackDown or team Raw?
SmackDown.
All right, so it's fucked up because I'm team SmackDown too. But
if it makes y'all feel any better, I'd probably be team Raw just because. And there's also a lot more people on Raw.
Yeah, right. Because it's a 3-hour show.
I mean, like.
But did you watch the shit? Like, you gotta go on YouTube and you see the extra pics that was made and shit.
Yeah.
Like Apollo coming back, I believe, Raw, some shit like that.
Yeah.
He got called back up. He was so excited, too.
That's and because they really ain't know, though. Like, the NXT people who were getting called, like, they legit didn't know.
But, all right, I got that. And before Apollo, it don't matter if you got called or not. Nigga, you left and went back to NXT yourself. Right. You didn't get sent down there. You went back down there talking about, I want to become the NXT champion. And didn't do it.
Wait, like, talking about, so did he request, like he asked to do that?
Yeah, remember he was on Raw and he was with
because he was he had a Nigerian accent.
Yeah,
yo, that shit
he came back to NXT was like, yo, I'm Apollo and I'm back.
Right. Where the week before he was like, I'm Nigerian, I'm a prince, I'm a king.
Yeah, he was like, he was
right. He's like, nobody will take this title from me. And then he was like, the next week he was like, yeah, it's me, Apollo.
And when I first seen that shit, I looked at the TV, was like, look at this punk. Like, I was so mad because I know Apollo's really fucking good,
he's
yo.
Talented as shit.
But doing that shit, and then he left. He came back down to NXT. And he was like, "Yo, my name's Apollo, and I want an NXT." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." He's no longer Nigerian. That shit remind me of what Triple H said to Kofi. He was like, "Ain't you supposed to be talking Jamaican?"
Yeah.
Like, this nigga, yo.
And that's not even his fault too. Like my man Kofi Kingston is from Ghana.
Yeah.
He's from Ghana, but he doesn't have an accent. But they wanted his character to be Jamaican.
Do a little bit.
It's a little something.
When he really talked, like he was talking about his kids and shit. It was coming out. Like, his accent was coming out, but he's not Jamaican.
He's not. Regardless of whatever accent he got, it's not a Jamaican accent. You know. But they had him playing a character. But
so you team SmackDown, and Jay is Raw. So again, how you feel about the draft?
So my thing is, I don't understand they never laid out the rules. So pretty much, there's different people in different factions. Some factions all got drafted together, right? So like,
I think you about to say what I'm about to say.
Yeah, some factions got drafted together, and then some factions got drafted separately. So the Bloodline, the number 1 pick on SmackDown was Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline, right? Whereas the Bloodline is supposed to include the Usos.
But I think they did that shit as like in the storyline so it can come back as a problem. I think Roman fucking requested, like, if you gonna pick us, you gonna pick me and Solo and Paul, and then you gotta pick the Usos by themselves. Like, he's so like pissed off. I think Jay gonna end up fighting this motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, it has to end that way. It has to end that way. That's the story that they've been telling, because like the first bit of conflict within that faction. I mean, even before they became the Bloodline, it was Jay and Roman.
Yeah, he was I quit match and shit like that.
Right, like he choked him out. You know,
I ain't like it because like I ain't like the draft at all. I'm Team SmackDown all the way. I'm always gonna be Blueberry since The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Since that shit was his show. I'm SmackDown. I just didn't like the draft at all because how they did shit. Period. Like they drafted Judgment Day and didn't draft her. Then they draft Rhea and just not the whole damn Judgment Day, but still got the Judgment Day. Like,
exactly.
And then like, would you want to be like the first round? You want to be the first pick in the second round? Like you want to be a high draft pick? I don't get it. It's stupid.
It doesn't make sense.
For just to be, oh, we starting to shake up when you get the 3 people from. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, especially if you still doing the stuff like the extra content that they put in on YouTube, or like, you know what I'm saying, like they doing the behind the scenes, like there's these extra draft picks or whatever. That shit is, it's corny. I don't know. They just doing more than they need to.
And like, the new title, I think it's a good idea. It's a good thing, and I think it's just going to end up being champion versus champion, somebody winner take all, which I think is going to be Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania here in Philly. That's why I think the main event going to be somehow, some fucking way.
And they're going to drag it.
Yeah,
they're going to drag it.
If they do it like that, and Cody flats out wins that joint, it's going to look like a fucking cheap payoff just to make Cody happy, instead of, because him being on a different brand from Roman is just fucking stupid. I would have had Cody on SmackDown and him and Roman going at it for the rest of this year, or whatever the case may be. And Raw starting a whole new world champ over there with Seth freaking Rollins, who should get that fucking
there's
belt.
Nobody else who deserves him more.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, he should get that belt. And
set the set. Jesus.
And it's just start a whole new situation in Raw. Like you build a new main eventers, you got some motherfuckers. Who did they get? Did they get Drew? They got Drew. I think Raw got Drew. Yeah. But you got main eventers as Drew McIntyre, fucking. Then you build new motherfuckers. Then you got a whole new picture of Raw, a whole new scenery. But that shit was dumb.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that they would be more invested in trying to create more money making.
I would have kept Bianca Belair and the Street Profits on Raw. I mean, it's a good addition to SmackDown, but SmackDown not that long of a show. You got 3 hours with Raw. You got time to keep them people in that 3 hours, and the Street Profits is a team that's gonna make people stay tuned to see what they gonna do. I'm just happy they ain't break them up, because they were talking about breaking them up.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. Cause
I think Montez is gonna be.
Yeah, he's a star.
Like it's just natural. You could tell.
Angelo Dawkins is too.
Dawkins is too.
But I think Montez is more.
You see how he hit
Montez is more of a favorite.
Yeah.
You could tell by the crowd. Like I could feel his energy. Like just watching the last. Like he really like. When he goes in, like
good ball, he good.
Yeah, that's. But it's no shade to.
Dawkins is great.
Yeah, like.
What do you think about the draft? You a Raw guy.
There's a lot of people. The only thing I would say that I thought was funny was just RVD had the card upside down.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's
your man.
Too. That's your man.
He was both on Raw and SmackDown. He got an opportunity to come out.
You know who Matt Riddle is, right?
Yeah.
Yo.
RK Bro, yeah.
Yeah. I'm so mad.
What's up with Randy Orton too? I want to see.
I'm so mad they didn't bring RVD back to be in Matt Riddle's like corner, like his manager or some shit. Yo, them two
if they were
high as
dog,
shit.
if they was in AEW, it would have happened.
Yo,
like that would have been the obvious thing to do.
I feel like if
WWE
he's gonna go anywhere, he might go to AEW because I remember Rob.
Oh yeah, he can do whatever he want though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's good. He's good. Like he just had a match with something Decker.
You see that fucking suit jacket he was wearing?
Yeah, that shit was he was swimming in that motherfucker.
Let him be. He's like back to the 2000s when it was like baggy clothes everywhere.
That shit looked like he was really just like 3 kids in a trench coat, just like pretending to be.
Like, I thought somebody backstage gave him that job.
Yo,
I don't think Rob want to go out. I think he just wanted to go out there with a t-shirt and some jeans and some ones.
Vince probably was at Gorilla was like, no.
I got a suit jacket for you.
Just put this on.
And it's a big dumbass clown coat.
That was probably Vince's clothing.
Well, either way,
big as fuck.
And I'll probably wind up talking about him again later on. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. I mean, in RVD, like, I don't know. It's hard to call if he would even go back to like WWE. It would be cool though. I don't disagree. I mean,
that would have been a good pair. I don't think it's good that Gunther and fucking Imperium is on Raw either. Should have stayed on SmackDown. I believe SmackDown is the wrestling show.
Yeah, like, they just want to.
Raw is the entertainment show. Like
they have 2 networks that are like, yo, so we want people who are gonna bring us money. You know what I'm saying? So like USA and Fox they have to compete.
More SmackDown than I have.
That would have been hot if they would have made the draft like that.
Yeah, like having about the
USA studio and it was a fucking Fox studio and they picking who they want and then they all go off of who they got and shit. That would have been way better.
They tried to do that. They tried to do that a couple years ago, but like they made it. It was corny as shit because it was so staged and everybody was pretending like it was the NFL draft and they were like, the number 1 pick is Roman Reigns and everybody was like looking at each other like, yeah, just like it was just mad fake and corny.
But that was a Vince McMahon joint.
Yeah, no, exactly.
XFL flashbacks.
Yeah, exactly what it was. Same vibe.
So
man.
So some off-topic news from going off from from WWE to another company is a young lady that's part of the Bloodline. She's making her way over to Impact.
Yeah, Trinity
Fatu. Yeah,
Trinity
but
Fatu.
she's just going by Trinity.
Yeah, just Trinity. That's Jey Uso's wife.
She making her Impact debut if she didn't already.
She did already.
She did. All right, yeah.
And one of Rikishi's other sons is now getting in. I forget where he's going, but I just seen it on his Instagram. He's like pushing his one of his other sons out there.
They really deep. The Samoan family. Really
you gotta
deep,
like look up the tree. Like it's.
Yeah, I think once upon a time, like
man,
I think the Hearts
on lock.
You had the Hearts, and you had like all those other families.
Yeah.
But like the Anawai family and Fatu's or whatever, I think that they were kind of like, they're one of the royal families, but I think now because of the way that things are now with Roman, you know, and the Usos, and you even obviously The Rock is the biggest movie star in the world.
I he like their distant cousin though.
They're not blood, but he's still, you can't take him away from that because like,
he's still like a part of that.
But the
whole family got a connection, so
there's still a bloodline there.
Yeah,
I feel like with The Rock and
like
The Rock
and
The Rock and Rikishi are actually, I believe, according, unless I've read
cousins.
They're like, you know what I'm
cousins,
saying?
So like technically that's a bridge, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
So he in there
by blood, you know, not by like marriage shit though.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's more actually by blood than marriage.
No,
So well,
what's on your mind?
I just know Rock wasn't at none of the cookouts. I know he wasn't, bro.
I think he might have sent.
He might have
sent
bro.
He might have paid for like the catering or whatever.
Why? But why?
Because like it looks good.
He had to do nothing. Them niggas get money though.
Everybody do.
The Samoans get money though. They don't.
But at the same
in
time,
the business heavy.
His mom. I think his mom probably be at the cookout.
No.
His mom is close. Like they all of them. Like they all got a connection.
It's one. I forget the young boy name. It's Umaga's son, you know, late Umaga. It's his son. He just came home from jail. Boy, crazy as fuck.
Yeah. Is he getting into wrestling?
Yeah, wrestling Booker T joint. Okay. I forget young boy name, but he looked just like fucking Umaga. And you know, fucking Solo does a little Umaga situation. Yeah. So I'm thinking he get like Solo probably be on some other shit.
I don't know. Have you seen Jacob Fatu?
Yeah, MLW.
He's raw as fuck. Like,
I think that's maybe is it?
That's what the boy Alex Hammerstone Pauls. I think that's his name.
I gotta double check.
Bro. He's not nowhere in life. This shit crazy.
Word.
I think that's the boy name though.
Yeah, it seems good, yo. But yeah, the Bloodline is the family in the whole industry, yo. Right? And it's like at this point, like if you have an opportunity, I don't know what kind of like how far out it lasts, but you know what I'm saying, if you have an opportunity to get in, you know what I mean, through marriage or whatever, you just got to, yo. Cause they run the shit.
I mean, Jimmy wasn't no fool with Naomi.
I'm saying.
She came in the business. My man Jimmy said, "Yeah, that's me right there."
Yeah,
Jimmy
she was dancing with like
just like Miz with Maurice,
dinosaur dude. Yeah, I mean they be doing well for themselves. There's a lot of couples.
Funkadactyl.
Dancing with a fucking dinosaur.
All right, so listen, you can switch up the topic now. That's when Michael do the little whatever like thing.
Transition.
Yeah, switch it up. And we're going to your topic now.
All right, so
bringing you.
So I already mentioned DX earlier, and I was talking about the Bloodline, and that's really because a big part of my fandom, my wrestling fandom, has a lot to do with factions. I've always been a big fan of factions, right? I was a big WCW fan because I appreciated what NWO was doing. And even when LWO was formulated, I was big on that. DX, I was big on it. Nation of Domination, fucking all of that. So I wanted to talk about, I want everybody first to just have a little conversation about favorite factions. And then I want each of us to formulate our own faction, and we can have a little draft since we were talking about the WWE draft, right? So we can have a little draft, and on the spot, here's the criteria. We're each going to pick 5 wrestlers, right? There has to be at least one woman, right? It has to be one woman. It has to be at least one person who could represent the muscle. You got to have one leader, and then the other 2 are going to be 2 people who could probably make a dope tag team.
Like, are you gonna go first, or we got?
I could go first. Wait,
hold on. What's the stipulations behind this though? Is it like any
all time
ever?
Your favorites of all time. So yeah, on the spot. This is, and I remember I was telling you, I was torn between should I tell them, should I prep them, or should we just do it on the spot?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Y'all know what y'all doing.
Yeah,
y'all know what y'all talking about. So, and as we're going along, I'm gonna just write everybody's picks, and then at the end,
are you going like do like your pick, my pick, your pick, and then round 2?
Yeah, we could do. As a matter of fact, why don't we do a snake draft? You know what I'm saying? If you ever did a snake draft on fantasy football or fantasy anything, so it's just gonna go like pick 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that way, nobody really has that much of an advantage because between my 2 picks, it's gonna go you. So you know what I'm saying? Even if I got first pick, I'm still not at an advantage.
I mean, I'm a little high for this.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we could do that.
Let's go.
All right, so. First, you got to pick your leader of your faction. All right, we're putting something together. So, and I haven't even really thought about it myself.
Damn,
that ass.
Yo,
we might have this might have to be like a thing we have to like really think about for like maybe next week.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to do it next week? We can do it now. Like,
I mean,
we good.
So if you had to pick a leader of your faction, right? Just like you got to pick one person who's like. That person.
Are you going first? Or are you?
I mean, I can, but like it's my topic. You want me to go first? Like, I mean, it kind of puts me at an advantage. All right,
well, Jay can go first then. Like, I don't want to go first.
Yeah. Like, who's you obviously probably gonna pick Rob Van Dam. I mean,
I actually probably would have put like either
But it got. You said this got to be the leader.
Yeah, the leader of your faction.
Got to be the leader. So it's basically saying, what is your faction going on right now? And it's 5, right?
You get 5.
Not really, but now it's like it's something I really want to think about though. I don't want to take. You know, I don't know if I could do it on the spot. I mean, I
trust your gut, yo. I think y'all just got to trust your gut.
My favorite wrestler is the number 1 has always been the Undertaker. Just because
that's a perfect place to start.
But do I want to give it to him? Is the question.
That's crazy because Undertaker's my favorite wrestler too, and I just said the same thing to myself.
I mean, he's the greatest.
I kind of want to give it to Stone Cold a little bit.
We different there.
Yeah, just think about you're starting a faction, right? Say you just got hired at WWE, it's your job.
But I'm only saying that though because I'm watching the Alliance shit right now. Or, you know, I'm just watching him just, you know, kind of running in this, you know, being a leader, you know, and I don't know, it's just interesting. So maybe that's why I'm saying that right now. But yeah, I mean, you're saying go with my guts, so I'd probably go with the Undertaker. I guess
that's a good ass.
Just put me down for that before I change.
Good ass place to start, Jay. All right, it's on you.
It's on me. So you said it can be from any era, right?
Any era. Any era.
I'm going with Hill Bret Hart.
Ooh.
What was that? The Hart Foundation era?
Hart Foundation.
What was that, 98? That was 98 Bret Hart, right?
Yeah.
98 Bret Hart.
Well, damn.
It's on you.
Yeah. You know Bret is my
you
guy.
said you got to create a situation. You got to create, this is a group.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers rock together. So
right, and think about like who makes sense. You know, going with it. Like this is your leader, so who makes sense? Like following this person, and you can have whatever reason, and there's literally no wrong answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my team might be.
All right, so shit. So my leader, because Brett is somebody who's certified as a good leader, but. I'm gonna go with
This is
yeah, I know, right? See, it's my idea, and I ain't even think this shit through.
Start catching on quick, man.
Yeah,
it's coming back on you.
Yeah, and I like your pick so much too, because that shit is like it could go in a lot of different directions. I'm gonna fuck around and go with The Rock. I'm gonna go with The Rock.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as the mouthpiece, the person who's gonna talk shit on behalf of the.
Who's it back on? You?
Nah, it's back on you.
Oh, back on me. I'm gonna go.
So the second.
This is a tag team.
So yeah, the next round you could pick your muscle. Let's pick your muscle.
Muscles. Yeah, he fucked me up right there. I thought I was ready for my tag team.
So you could. How about this? You could either pick the muscle, you could pick the woman, and as a matter of fact, the woman can be the muscle because China in DX she actually represented both. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have the muscle, you have to have a woman, and you have to have at least team. You have to have a tag team.
The tag team count as like 2 picks or 1?
That's gonna count as 2. The tag team is going to count as 2. But it doesn't have to be like an established tag team. It could just be 2 wrestlers that you would fuck with.
I know.
You know what I mean?
So right now we doing the muscle with the team.
Yeah, we can go with the muscle.
All right, let me see.
So if you think about like some factions in history, you know what I'm saying?
Give me 1 second.
Batista served as muscle. China, like I said before, was muscle.
Marcely, all right.
You know, I'm just saying, you know, just to kind of keep things going. My bad.
Bro, let's see. Let's see, bro. Damn. Bro, is my leader. It's a big man.
You know, it doesn't even have to be a big man because in the bloodline, you know what I'm saying?
This is my pick.
In the bloodline, Solo is the muscle.
This is my pick.
Yeah, no, you got it.
My pick, bro. Man, let me be great.
I'm just trying to throw some lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll just find them shits back. Like, nah, I don't want that.
It's a lot of. Cause I was really on my tag team. Like I'm so ready.
You could do the you could.
I'm gonna wait till the tag team
you can do the tag team
then.
if you want to now.
Fucking
It doesn't have to be in any particular order, but if you want to go off of that, then you could do that. But I'll have to just keep track of who's.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to go with Rhea Ripley right now. I have to go with Rhea.
So wait, how many people is it? You said 5?
It's gonna be 5 total. Yeah. Yep.
So it's basically like a top 5.
You creating a table. I mean a stable.
Yeah, you're creating
a team like an NWO. I mean that type of Bullet Club or the Elite. You creating some type of situation.
Bloodline, all of that.
You're creating a faction for your company.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's somebody who goes with the Undertaker? Who you got?
I didn't want to overstep if he.
Oh no, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Oh, I
said Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, he said Rhea.
Oh, we're doing women's.
Yeah, you could go with we could go with your 5, woman or your
people you gotta pick out of.
Oh,
so the categories that you don't have yet. Like so you have your muscle.
My tag team, and you drop your tag team right now. I just went with. What did I count? Did I count as the woman for my team, Rhea? Mm-hmm. Oh, all right.
I mean, if you want her to count as your woman and your muscle, then you can go with that too. She is in Judgment Day. She's the muscle.
No, Priest is, but.
All right, nah, you're right.
All right, I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna go hubby and my woman on the team.
I'm gonna do my tag team.
Okay.
That's gonna be Kane.
Mm.
And of course the whole effing show.
Oh shit. Kane and Rob Van Dam with the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Most slept on. I think that was Kane had like such a just sidebar. Like Kane had a really good run with tag teams.
Yeah, no, he was tag
Undertaker, X-Pac. Like, I really liked X-Pac, man. Like, man, he got so much hate.
Yeah, no, they were great. As you know, even when they turned, and then Daniel Bryan, he was tag champs with him.
True.
The Big Show. Was he ever tag champs with Big Show?
I think so.
He was tag champ with Kane.
Yeah. Yep. So Kane been tag champs with a lot of people.
Yeah. Kane been tag champs with the Hurricane. You said the Hurricane.
Hurricane. No shit. Yeah.
The Hurricane. Oh.
Yeah, so you rocking, man. That's
Kane.
Yeah. My tag team would definitely be RVD and Kane because they're just the perfect combination.
They were. I don't know if they ever won the belts together, but they were.
On me now?
Yeah, it's back on you.
All right. My tag team. Definitely got to go with fucking shit. I want my mans on the squad, but I think I'm gonna have to go this route. Yo, can I make it like a drop and pick up? Like if I wanted to drop somebody and pick somebody else up, like if I wanted to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I mean if you want to, if you really need to.
I do. I want to first before I go on with this pick. I want to drop Rhea Ripley. I want to pick up Natalya.
Oh, okay.
As a woman on the team.
I don't know why you would do that, but
she got Uncle Brett the leader. She a whole new Natalya.
Makes sense.
Okay,
that's what I was gonna say.
That's true. All right, so yeah, you building a real faction.
Yeah.
Okay,
and I want to go with my tag team of being the late Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho.
Okay, you got all Canada so far.
Okay, what I'm doing.
Oh, all right. So I get the next 2 picks. So far I got The Rock as my leader. RVD is top 3 all time for me. So that's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Same.
Of all time. So fuck you for taking him.
Sorry.
I was he was absolutely gonna be my next pick. But I'm gonna go with, as part of my tag team, I'm gonna go with AJ Styles. AJ Styles.
I was hoping he wasn't really gonna get picked in this junk because I couldn't pick him.
Yeah, that's
my man's.
That's my guy, and I'm going with Bianca Belair as my woman. I'm taking Bianca Belair.
Okay.
Dig that.
So far, Jay, your team is Undertaker, Kane, and Rob Van Dam. That's
And the last two are gonna be the insult. So hope you're ready.
And then Dell, so far you got Bret Hart, Natalia, and Chris Benoit.
And Chris Jericho. That's the tag team.
Right.
So I have a singles wrestler and a woman's. So my singles guy is Sting.
Yeah, that's perfect too.
Cool.
And
that works perfect with the stable too.
Can we comment on each other's teams and like?
Yeah, we can say
because I know y'all shit ain't gonna work.
What, mine?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's pick your team. I got one more pick, right?
Yeah, you still got one more.
That's right.
But Jay,
I haven't chosen my women's wrestler yet. I'm trying to think. Well, go ahead. You can finish it out.
No, I'm still thinking.
Yes.
I got one more pick.
Yeah, these are good. You got Undertaker, Kane, Rob Van Dam, Sting, and then Dell. You got Bret Hart, Natalia, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho. I got The Rock, AJ Styles, and Bianca Belair, and I still got 2 picks left.
What was your tag team?
Oh yeah, I actually. So AJ Styles and it was supposed to be Rob Van Dam, but I'm gonna have to go with Kenny Omega. It's got to be Kenny.
As your tag team?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, AJ and
really
and Kenny.
No DX?
Oh yeah, nah. See, I'm a Triple H fan. I'm a Shawn Michaels fan, but not as much. So because I'm such a Bret Hart guy, Shawn Michaels isn't as high on my list as he might be on a lot of other people's lists. So.
I got him.
I figured that was gonna be your tag team. To be honest,
I found him.
The extra.
Oh yeah, nah.
I found it. That's going.
I love Joel
Maybe
Embiid.
I'm the self-aware one.
Wait, Dell, did you want to just close out?
Is it on me?
I mean, Jay's. It is on you.
Yeah, it's on you.
Actually, yeah.
Who's your singles guy?
It's on me. Oh man, I'm down to these last 2. I gotta go.
No. It's you have 4.
No. I'm talking about the from the side front.
So
damn.
like, yeah. I mean, technically. Every single one of us has somebody who can. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have anybody who could really represent the muscle. So, but Jay, I mean, you got a Kane on.
That's
your
what
team,
I'm on.
right?
I got somebody that's supposed to represent the muscle.
Yeah.
But I'm down to 2 people in my mind that I think could do it. But I'm gonna go with this person. Who got Kenny Omega? You?
I got Kenny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this person just because I couldn't get Kenny. It's on you.
My women's pick is Trish.
Trish.
Yeah, that's
okay.
I could say heel Trish, but
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. It's on me.
I was gonna pick Lita because of the because of the Kane.
That would have made it.
But
okay.
That would have made it.
Maybe an end the bed.
Pick, but
yeah.
You got time to creatively. I'm thinking like, and like honestly, I don't know if like it's just me. But when I watch Lita wrestle, it seems like she's kind of just slow.
Nah, yeah,
it's a little
Trish
slow.
Was slow too, but all right.
Yeah, Trish improved.
But I mean, she's
Lita broke her neck for this shit.
Yeah, real.
All right, I'm about to pick my fucking last pick. I'm a muscle. I'm gonna go with fucking Switchblade, Jay White. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. I'll explain my team at the.
Yeah, I definitely want you to explain that pick. That's a good one though. So for my muscle, so I got The Rock, AJ, Bianca, Kenny. You're already talking shit about my. All right, so I got to go with somebody who could really like fuck somebody up. I might have to go with. Nah, that wouldn't. I might have to go with Bobby Lashley.
The Almighty.
Okay, so.
All right, so let me read these off real quick.
Everybody got their team, right?
Yeah, everybody. So Jay, your faction is Undertaker, Kane, Rob Van Dam, Sting, and Trish Stratus. Tell us a little bit why you put that combination together.
I mean, Undertaker's just, come on.
Best character of all time.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like all of them are pretty self-explanatory. I feel like they're all really effective people. I mean, Sting and Rob have wrestled before. You know, I think in a way, I mean, even though it's fantasy, like, you know, I think it would still be cool, like, if it ever did happen in the real world, somewhere, some way, like, to see everybody wants Sting and Undertaker.
Right.
Like,
for sure.
whether, you know, even if they're not going to wrestle together, like, you know, he's the one that comes out, like, out of nowhere. Like, he's the singles muscle guy. Like, he comes out of nowhere, and just like when you think Rob Van Dam and Kane are like at their end, Trish is wherever, you know. Sting, it's Sting. Come on, he's the Sting guy. You get that feeling. Like, I don't know. He's like, I don't
like your team, man.
Oh,
I don't like your team, man.
All right, that's fine.
What are your issues with his team?
Because it's not going to work. First of all,
why not?
Because Undertaker is a by himself ride guy anyway. Like, Undertaker,
he had the
Brothers of Destruction. What are you
Brothers of Destruction,
about?
Bro, listen. And listen. What happened at that? Kane ended up fucking him up.
The Ministry. He had the Ministry of Darkness. He had a whole crew.
The Ministry ended up going corporate and they ended up breaking up.
But they had a run of being the scariest motherfuckers in the whole
Undertaker
business.
is not good with leading a team of people.
And that's why I didn't want to go with him. So because I wanted to go
him with his brother.
He had still
fine, bro. Fine. The only person Sting really get along with for real is Lex Luger. Like, we not even going to trip. Like, that's his best friend in all of everything.
So you trying to say that it's a bunch of like solo people, a bunch of loners,
yeah.
who don't like people.
Kane just need a friend. Kane been friends with Hurricane, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, all these little motherfuckers. Hey,
Brett,
little homies.
Daniel Bryan,
little homies.
Yeah, real talk.
Little homies, cuz, and then
X-Pac.
always X-Pac always end up rock back out with his brother. You said Trish Stratus?
Yep. He can kind of live with that because
I don't know.
You know, he's team.
He's team Canada.
I got
damn. For all the hate, I should have just put Shawn Michaels on there and said, "To hell with you."
I don't know though. I just don't think your team will work. Sting's. If you talk about,
that's okay.
He said Crow Sting at that. Like, he said Crow. He didn't say like Surface Sting. You know, he picked he come down from
because he's been Crow Sting longer than he's been.
But I'm saying though, he's a loner. He's not with nobody.
It would be cool. I think it would be cool to see him at least with Undertaker.
You got to think about.
So
I'm thinking of it in a comic book sense.
Is this a good stable? Is they face or are you guys face or heel? It's just because Rob Van Dam as a heel, I don't see working.
I mean, he's done it during the invasion. I mean, he was technically a heel, but he turned so quick.
When did you ever boo Rob Van Dam?
Yeah, nah, never.
Really?
Never.
Come on, man. Even when he's supposed to be the bad guy,
never.
he's still fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Come on, stop. No, it's not gonna work, man.
Well, the only thing that I can justify with that is I'm thinking, I guess, like in a comic book sense, because like when you look at these people, like when you look at the Undertaker, it's
like a Justice League shit. Like, oh shit, they teaming up.
Right.
That'll be it.
Because
it's a rival series team.
Because right. It's the thing that people they don't. It's like you want it so bad. Like, there it is. Like, kind of deal. Like, you know,
hell of a Survivor Series team, bro. I can see them going against my team. Like, real shit.
That'll be entertaining. Yeah. Speaking of, that's a good segue. Let us know your team. Or actually, let me remind you of your team just in case you forgot. So you got Bret Hart. I know, right? Bret Hart, Natalia, Chris Benoit, Jericho, and then somebody who's not from Canada, Jay White.
Boom. This is the new Hart Foundation.
Okay.
The new Hart Foundation.
Where does Jay White come in here?
I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
Bret Hart is my leader. Bret and I'm talking Bret Hart 98, Bret Hart, Hill, Bret Hart leading that Canada team as he does as a leader. He's the leader. Then you got fucking Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit as the tag team because they already been tag team champions before. They work well. They work
so good
together.
The chemistry they got, like whenever they're fighting each other or whenever they're on the same team, it's just like
and that's how they got together in this same situation. Bret Hart turn. Bang, and then he see Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho going at it. What? Two Canada guys. Stop that. Listen, be here. Let's get this money. Put them right. New Heart Foundation. Why Jay White? Because he's a young one. He got heart. And he not from America the fuck anyway. So why not align himself with some fucking niggas not from here?
Just some other foreigners.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the legend. Bret the Hitman Hart. He's a young gun. He want to learn everything. Why not learn from Bret Hart? Bret Hart gonna get you that money.
Yeah, it's giving me Sami Zayn vibes. So being part of the bloodline.
No, because listen, Bret Hart definitely gonna win world title. Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho definitely gonna win tag team gold. Jay White gotta be that mid card joint. How Triple H had the world and Randy Orton had the Intercontinental. Same thing with Jay White. He a young boy. He growing. So he going to get the Intercontinental or whatever mid-card title that it is. And then we got the woman, which is Natalya, learning from Bret Hart. Now is a heel faction. Rhea Ripley could be the women's champion, but she going to get screwed because we going to screw out her title. Natalya getting that belt. If you mean we the Hart Foundation, we all getting this money, dog. And we led by the legend, Bret Hart. So
I would say,
I don't nobody fucking with my squad, bro.
I don't know. That's a transition of mine.
I'm just saying, if it's, I don't know, it's 5-on-5. Like I think you guys are going down. To be honest,
I mean, y'all talking about.
I really do.
Undertaker, Kane.
We go Chris Benoit.
RVD.
Come on, Chris Jericho.
Sting, Trish versus Bret Hart, Natalya, Chris Benoit, Jericho, and Jay White.
We eliminating that squad.
But you know what? I would just that would just be my 5. I wouldn't even pick because honestly, if I really wanted to, Rob could go single, or he could partner with Sting.
Yeah.
Or
you want to do?
Or Undertaker and Kane.
I don't know. Undertaker and Kane, they that's tough, man. That's tough to be against.
Who's going for the world title in that squad? The Undertaker or Sting?
Yeah. Why not?
They're gonna end up in a match fighting each other.
I mean, Sting. What if it was like Sting versus Bret Hart? Like that's been a good ass match.
Sting versus Bret, but all right, so that's gonna make
and
Sting
then Undertaker and Kane versus Benoit and Jericho.
His squad. And then Undertaker and Kane going to have to go for the tag team titles.
So RVD takes Jay White then?
Jay White's beating RVD all day, bro.
Ah, man.
Yes.
You talk about a dream match, that's the fucking dream match.
RVD is so entertaining, but remember, RVD also lost a lot of motherfucking matches, too. Jay White don't lose, man.
I mean, Jay White.
Jay White is a heel. RVD is a face. We talking about heel always being... RVD gonna have to wait to WrestleMania to get the win, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Jay White is going because we gonna whoop Jay White ass, man. I mean, we gonna whoop RVD ass. My bad.
All right, so let me fuck shit up a little bit more by throwing my faction in there. So I got The Rock, AJ Styles, Bianca Belair, Kenny Omega, and Bobby Lashley. So AJ Styles and Kenny Omega as my tag team. Bianca Belair.
Women's.
Yeah, as the women's. And so first and foremost, Bianca is better than Natalya and she's better than Trish. Just had to throw it out there.
We're going to screw y'all. Y'all have these faces. Y'all have these women that just want to try to do everything right. Look, we're not doing nothing right.
I'm talking about heel Bianca. You know a heel Bianca from NXT.
This is a heel squad?
Dog, it's a heel squad.
How?
Bruh, The Rock as the heel Rock. I talk shit and I back it up because I beat people up. Heel AJ Styles and Kenny Omega, the two of them as the tag champs. Talk shit, back it up. Bianca Belair, heel. Talk shit, back it up. Bobby Lashley, the muscle. Talks shit, backs it up. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. And I think we match up pretty well with any single one of y'all teams.
Lose easy to a technician in the ring, which I have all.
But we cheating though. We cheating. Ain't no.
We are cheating.
I mean, y'all cheat, but we cheating.
So we basically ain't in the same company. Because we not in the same company. Because we probably in Canada with our shit. No, we over here. Cause you probably y'all not signed. We are.
Like I'm saying,
but. I don't know. So I don't know. Yeah, we gotta put that out there. Who got the
put
best?
It out there. Like who?
I think my faction
got the best,
is.
Who got the best team?
Put the Canadian, put the Canada emojis on the joint for Team Canada. That's the New Heart Foundation. I
don't even know. I don't have like it's just a bunch of arrogant people who are into themselves. That's all I got. That's the only thing in common that all of my people have. But like.
Yeah, they're gonna end up bumping heads, and the Rock.
Yeah, it ain't gonna last long. But
Rock gonna end up roasting my team. There you go. So my
ain't gonna last long.
My team was staying the strongest out of this faction war here because everyone's learning from the great Bret Hart, and everyone. That's what everybody's ready to rock out to. Which Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho know him already.
Did. All of them except for Jay White actually did learn from him. So
there you go. My faction is going to be true to that.
All right, so let's go to the next topic.
All right, next topic we can go right into me. All right, damn, I really didn't really have a joint besides like this regular shit like AJ Styles coming back. Speaking on that, where do you think they're gonna go at with AJ and what direction? Because I feel like they don't have nothing for him. But I'm fine with him staying there just to rock out the rest of his career and retire because he deserves it. So I get it. It's okay. But as far as like the OC and all that,
yeah, it's not the Bullet Club like that. I think they
was
want
off
to
TV
keep
and only doing house shows until he came back. They really don't do nothing with them.
Nah, it's. He's not gonna accomplish nothing. Like he's not winning any major titles.
No more. He's not about to be.
It's a rap fan, and he's pushing 50. I think he's like 40 something.
But he's
up
cool
there
with it though, and I get it. But that I don't understand what
he's ready to. I think like 2 years ago he was talking about like he only got a couple years left. I think he said like this last contract is probably gonna be his last one, and then he's gonna just be a family man. And I can't knock that. He's done a lot in the industry, and
Did you like his match? Did you like his match with Taker? Did you like that match?
Yeah,
I thought it was a good ass match.
It was entertaining. Yeah, because it really wasn't no match. Man, like this with the boneyard joint.
But the thing is, like, the reason
Taker
why
really hurt himself too on that one, I think.
Yeah, because he
busted the window.
Yeah, he want to do the most.
But like AJ, I think he's just one of those. Guys.
He had to go out with a bang. Come on, bro, it's Taker. You know how you do. It's the.
AJ is one of those guys who's just versatile and he can like pretty much do any kind of match, and that's why I've always liked him. And guys like Rob Van Dam, those like hybrid type of guys who are athletic but they can actually go. You know?
There's a lot of people that I don't think they doing a lot of shit with, and some people now can go, and that's what another thing I wanted to use my topic on, which was fucking actually talking about these titles on the table, and one was the news on the women's title. Like, something I want to do is all three of us has to pick like somebody from Instagram, and we got to share our video each week. Now I got the person I want to pick, which y'all already know the video, so I want to use her, and we're gonna tag her in it. And Mike, I'm quite sure can get her video up on the joint. We can tag her in it and we use her shit. Whenever shit come on.
Yeah.
She did something on her gram where I was like, yo, that's hot. So if somebody can like fucking say send something better, like, yo, let's check this out, or who you pick, and we get them to vote on the joint too. But it's in there. God.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, here we go. Ready.
Stop scrolling because I have something for us to do today. So someone sent this to me and said, make it happen. So we're gonna do this together. So you have to retire one, fire one, and call one up. So this first row, we have Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and Bobby Lashley to retire one. I'm choosing Randy Orton only because he hasn't been there. So if he was to just stay home and relax, I'd be okay with that. This next row is fire one. We got Omos, Braun Strowman, and Baron Corbin. Now, I think you know who I'm gonna choose, but the OGs, y'all really know who I'm gonna choose. It's Braun Strowman. I am just not a fan of Braun Strowman. I feel like Omos has a better chance of winning me over than Braun Strowman does. It is what it is. In the last row of Call Up, we have Carmelo Hayes. Not sure who this man in the middle is. I've seen him, don't remember his name. I don't really watch NXT like that.
That's the Don.
There's only a few people who matches that I do try to catch. And we have Braun Breaker. I'm calling up Carmelo. He's one of the few people whose matches I actually check out. So, yeah. Who y'all got?
Alright, well, I'll go first because, first of all, shout out. I can't never say Heaven Rain. I might have said it wrong.
Heaven Rain.
We're going to get up on her. That's actually, she's my pick to win the women's title on our show. So, I'll be looking at all her videos. I think she's hot. I think her video is real hot. Right. When it comes to the retired one, it was Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, or Bobby Lashley. I'm going to have to go with Randy Orton because he already banged up. Not so much more he can take wear and tear on the body. So
yeah, I would say he's already accomplished a lot. So
and then fire one,
nothing else.
It's crazy.
Killer.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I'm with Shorty again when she say you fire Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I
really don't see no purpose for this dude no more. Bro.
I think they could have they booked him.
He's
wrong.
fucking.
I feel like they could have made him. They didn't take advantage of the time when he was most popular, and I feel like he could have made it work as a heel, but they just ain't use him right.
And then the last joint call ups, Carmelo Hayes, the Don, or Braun Breaker. I'm definitely going with Carmelo Hayes. Yeah. He's fucking entertaining as fuck, and the boy can
really
wrestle.
Good. He's really good.
I think you just basically picked the same motherfuckers I picked, right?
Except I would Omos or I don't know.
You would fire Omos? I think Omos got potential, bro.
He don't do it for me. He be like smiling while pretending to be mean. Like this should be. He be taking me out of that.
But he's gonna sell more though. That's the thing.
Brian don't do shit.
He don't.
He's in a team with Ricochet. They looking like
that looks corny as hell. That shit is corny, bro.
What the fuck is this?
Ricochet, he's okay.
No, Ricochet is. I love Ricochet.
All respect when D'Angelo killed this motherfucker. But
I feel like they could have booked him. Like he's a big motherfucker. Like he could have been booked as a monster heel, but like they didn't take advantage of
once
when he was
cut
most
his hair.
popular.
He had to shave the weight.
Yeah, that's true.
I dig that. I dig it. I probably would have picked the same. Yeah,
you calling up Carmelo Hayes?
Yo, absolutely, absolutely. Braun is cool too. Like Braun Breaker.
I like Braun, but I think they're gonna keep pushing him as a heel.
Yeah, he's exactly. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. He's a young talent.
What about you on the call up, Jay?
I'll probably have to go with the unanimous pick,
Carmelo.
Yeah.
So who you firing? My bad.
Oh, Braun.
Yeah. Told you, Braun Strowman got to go. And Baron Corbin is entertaining, and he know how to wrestle. He know how to stay in the way.
It's not against him. I just don't really see. It makes more sense to keep Omos.
So shout out Heaven Rain. We used your topic. Also, you're my pick for the win our women's title on our show. So that's my pick. You gotta.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta pick. Fine. Yeah,
we ain't have nobody. I guess we ain't had no time to like come up with nobody beforehand. So
that's why we got weeks in there.
Yeah, right.
Weeks in. So that's why
she earned this title by going against nobody.
No, she ain't the champion. That's why I throw in the hat.
Got you.
I mean, when y'all
just give her the belt because she ain't doing.
No, I ain't give her the belt. No. I'm hoping she win the belt. Whoever y'all pick, because I mean, not that.
All right, so Jay, what did you have on the table, yo?
Yeah, so we can go into Jay's.
I got the
throwback.
I'm in my throwback VHS tape invasion. Yeah, peep that.
You still got a VCR player
and a half.
Yeah,
half Shane McMahon, half
music,
Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could be like I don't like music and I like movies. And I just,
matches on this.
I just watch VHS.
Segment. You want to read the matches of
yeah.
All right,
That's
so
I'm about to read the matches.
for the people, I guess, like, needing that refresher course on the invasion storyline. Basically, the children went rogue and picked up WCW and ECW as it, pretty much all closed at like the same time. So, perfect heel faction, I guess, kind of storyline. There is holes. There's definitely holes in the story. But the inaugural brawl was five-time WCW champion Booker T. They always made that known.
I love that. Like,
DDP, Rhino, and the Dudley Boys versus Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Undertaker, Kane. And
wait, what was that last, John?
This is the top, the inaugural ball.
What was it? Start over again. My bad.
It was Booker T, DDP, Rhino, Dudley Boys. That's WCW, ECW versus Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Undertaker, and Kane. But
and Stone Cold ended up flipping, right?
Yeah, obviously. Spoiler: if you've never seen it, you've basically
and it made sense because Stone Cold used to be in WCW, ECW too.
Yeah. So he had to go through both factions to kind of get there.
That's so stupid.
Well, there's stuff like questions I have about it for you guys that I definitely want to get your takes on it.
Go finish the matches, my bad.
Because it's about like it's been like a little over like 20 years.
Yeah, it's like that should make me 22 years because I was glued in when that shit happened.
Yeah, I'm glued in now, but like I'm kind of getting to a point where I might kind of skip past a couple things and like just a little bit, just because I was kind of reading up on some stuff and I didn't really like how it was kind of going. But the first ever tag team bra and panties match.
Yeah, this is all
Tori Wilson and Stacy Keibler versus Trish Stratus and Lita. That's
shit was a problem.
Easy. That was like an easy scoop for them, honestly.
I don't even want to talk about that.
That's such a problem.
That's so bad.
They had no respect for the women.
Well, you see what they do with women wrestling now, right. And then you got that was on that card back then when they was wrestling back then though.
But that's Vince McMahon though.
Yo, he was such a
He was
smooth as shit. Like,
keep it real.
He was smooth to throw that shit on. Like he knew this is what the people want.
Yeah, he's a nasty old man. Just like
Jerry Springer wrestling.
He's straight up.
The final boss.
We don't want no smoke.
Like we was just saying that. Like
we ain't got no money.
They don't want to give us any tickets to Mania or something like that.
We ain't even got our own belts.
It was straight up.
There was Mike Awesome and Lance Storm versus Edge and Christian.
That was a good match.
Yeah,
that was a good match. They just didn't know what to do with Mike Awesome in the long run.
Yeah.
Or Lance Storm.
Neither one of them. Like most of those ECW cats, they really kind of dropped.
Lance Storm was never a guy that was supposed to talk on the mic. He was always supposed to be like a Paul Heyman's guy.
Tajiri versus Taz. There was Big Show, Billy Gunn, and Albert versus Canyon, Hugh Morris, and Sean Stasiak.
That's because they had no guys.
Man,
then they had to try to. They still had WWE.
Just
guys.
Reading that on this is just. I'm sorry, miserable.
Hold up, Tajiri. Wait, which one of them?
versus Taz.
Which one of them was?
That was an alright match.
Representing WWE. Was it Taz who did it?
Taz was ECW.
He was ECW.
Yeah, Tajiri was WWF.
Yeah.
He was cool with Regal.
It was Regal versus Raven on that card. Billy Kidman versus X-Pac. And then
I think that's one of the
Billy
things
Kidman
that
took the lightweight title.
Nick Patrick versus Earl Hebner.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
Yo, that was funny.
Then Edge fought on that joint too. Edge was in a one-on-one match, right?
Nah, he was in the tag
He was
match.
with
the Mike Awesome
Christian.
Oh shit! Because Edge ended up taking the Intercontinental in the United States. I think he took it from Canyon.
Nah, he took it from. Damn.
I know.
I'm not up to in the storyline, but I was reading. I think.
Was it
Christian?
Booker?
No, Christian took it at one of the pay-per-views.
The United States title?
No. I think that was later. That was after.
I'm talking about the merge when they had the because they had the lightweight and the cruiserweights, which is Billy Kidman versus X-Pac, and Billy Kidman won that joint, and he took the lightweight. He took both belts.
Yeah.
If I am mistaken.
Hold on.
Or was X-Pac with? No.
Nah, yeah.
That might have been that match. That might have been that match because I know X-Pac ended up winning both of them back, but he had that X Factor group later on. That was after the invasion. That my timelines get fucked up.
Yeah, this shit is all merging together.
Yeah, but
it is
I know Edge ended up taking that fucking United States Intercontinental title because he had the old United States title for a minute. Talking about the WCW joint.
Mm-hmm. I used to love watching him.
That's the title I want. The United States title.
That's a nice joint. I remember I used to love watching those cruiserweight.
You looking it up right now?
Championship matches.
Yeah, Kidman defeated X-Pac singles.
It was a lightweight cruiserweight title match.
I mean, honestly, obviously one of my favorite matches of that was RVD versus Jeff Hardy.
That was a classic.
That's what it might have been. It might have been.
That was a classic.
I was gonna say, and there was a couple things I wanted to touch on, and then I want to ask you guys some questions.
Yeah.
So a couple things that like tripped me up. Kurt Angle kind of turning into Stone Cold face in a way was interesting with the milk. I thought that was pretty funny.
No, but he was great. I think that was a testament to how good he was. Like to be able to turn into a comedic dude who also was able to be main event. You know,
that's one thing Vince got right was Kurt Angle.
Nah, he was extremely
ECW
talented.
had it, but they fumbled the ball with going too far with the Sandman being in like a crucifix, and he was like, I'm not with that.
Yeah, he couldn't do all that.
Yeah, so
if Vince McMahon would have made NXT instead of a new dumbass ECW, people would have been cool.
Nah, yeah, he tried to kill the whole the whole culture of whatever was ECW. So I think he did that shit
because he didn't want because it comes with liability, and he doesn't. And the times were changing, so
it would have been better to just kill that shit.
But then he did FCW and shit.
Right.
Bro, what are we talking about here? The same people that was on board with that new ECW shit went along with it because it's Vince McMahon. He's not going to say nothing. I understand. But
it's final level.
As soon as it died, all right, let's make a Florida Championship Wrestling.
Right.
Because it was not that long. It probably was like 2 years after they shut the doors on ECW.
Yeah,
then
man.
FCW became what? NXT, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, the invasion. I remember the episode when the invasion angle started. Like when I think it was Rob Van Dam. It was him and somebody else. Like they kept on having like little people from ECW dropping in. That shit got me so fucking hyped because like I was just like y'all. I was an ECW like fan. Rob Van Dam was my favorite wrestler at the time.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So seeing him on a WWE,
he was getting the best run out of like I feel like everybody.
Yeah,
Vince McMahon knew he was keeping. He knew he
couldn't.
Well, hold on. There's something that and I like to pay attention to the details and things like that. Yep. And I was watching the episode Stone Cold Appreciation when they were all up there. Everybody was chanting RVD over Stone Cold. Like he was the most favored guy. Like
he was doing shit that nobody else was doing back then. You know what I mean?
That shit was hot.
But he had a good spark of it from like early '97 when like Vince was kind of subsidizing for ECW and all that. So because they already did an invasion.
He was like already signed though. RVD was already signed with WWE, but he was still doing ECW joints.
Definitely, obviously, Rob was getting like the best run out of anybody, and I mean, there's obvious reasons why the invasion didn't work. It did, but it didn't work. You know, I mean, at least for me, I felt like, you know, and I mean, even just him getting so much love over Stone Cold when it was Stone Cold Appreciation Night, like that's just a testament to. You know, and even him showing up on, you know, SmackDown and Raw, like, I mean, it's just like, you already know what 3 letters you gotta say, pretty much.
I think him and the Dudleys, you know, and Taz, actually, I feel like those cats, they ended up, and, Book ended up doing well from the WCW
But ECW
side,
was more in numbers.
The invasion side, period.
Yeah.
But them motherfuckers was good anyway. The Dudleys and RVD, they was
They ended up having good careers. I mean,
this knew what he was doing.
Rob ended up being the world champ.
Rhino, I think Rhino's still around. Raven's still going.
Throwback topic of the day from Jay. So
you know what I mean. Well, I have a couple more questions for you guys, just on that stuff. Also, I was gonna say Tommy Dreamer didn't really get the best run of it, which kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I was not.
I don't know.
The indie guy.
Yeah, he doesn't really translate. That's the thing. I love Tommy Dreamer because I was a WCW. I mean, I was an ECW fan, but I feel like he never really. You know what I mean? He didn't really translate to WWE. Yeah.
You fuck with him more in ECW.
Yeah.
That WWE stage ain't for everybody. Some guys just work better on the indies, or indies show like AEW. Tommy Dreamer, he good on Impact. He was good on TNA.
Right.
He was good. I fucks with him on it, but not WWE. They don't know what to do with him. That's just like saying you put fucking Eddie Kingston in WWE right now. What are you gonna do?
It wouldn't work.
What are you gonna do? Nothing.
It wouldn't work.
But
I just would have liked to see a little bit more, because he could have just.
What would you do with Tommy Dreamer? What story would you put Tommy Dreamer in WWE?
I'm not saying like he has to be in a story, but he could have been a little bit more active as far as like I don't know. I'm just over these WCW guys. It's like
who though?
Yeah, what did he end up? He ended up having like the European title or something like that. Did he end up? Like that? He had like a small, like a
hardcore title.
Hardcore. Damn, that is what all he had.
What the fuck, bro?
He had the hardcore title.
When did he have a European title? Tommy Dreamer?
No. Yeah, some belt.
Fuck no, bro. No, he had the fucking hardcore title. They was pinning each other every 3 fucking minutes and wearing the fucking notice.
The 24/7 John.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. All right. Well, I was gonna say favorite match, favorite wrestler, least favorite, best tag team, possibly best worst storyline.
Isn't it? There's a lot right now, boy. Damn, I don't remember.
Say whatever.
Said. Shit.
I don't know your favorite match from the Invasion storyline.
On that video?
Oh, it was absolutely for me. I mean, just easily Jeff Hardy and RVD, because I mean, you go. I could go back and look at that match, like that match and the rematch that they had.
That was the wrestling on the show.
Just flawless, and completely entertaining. You take two cats who were like the daredevils of their own respective companies or whatever, and you put that, like, it was a dream match. It was a dream match that every wrestling fan wanted to see at the time. And these motherfuckers put on a show. They pulled out the ladders. They did all that. They started flipping on motherfuckers. They kicking each other in the face. Like, they did everything that you wanted.
Don't try this at home ad. That was dumb.
Exactly. Yeah. Straight up.
Me, I like the main event with all the main eventers, Stone Cold and all them. That because I was hyped thinking somebody was gonna come for like WCW to take over, like a Goldberg. I remembered I was still in that pre-thought, like one of the big names like Sting or somebody's gonna pop up and they're gonna lead the WCW. It's gonna be like really crazy. And then I just seen that and was just like, yo. Then I found out about Dave Meltzer and how you could tell he tell you ain't gonna be seeing these. And I was like, oh well, I gotta settle for this. WWE's going to destroy these dudes, yo. DDP made out okay.
There's a handful of cats who ended up.
I mean, that's all I can't say a favorite match because all I can remember is them motherfuckers getting buried. Like and some shit like from WWE what happened to make the story continue to go longer when it should have been died already. Like Stone Cold jumping ship, like. But
why do you think they dragged it out?
I think they needed to drag it out because they ain't had shit else. But some people benefited from it, like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There was a good amount of people that were out.
That's when all that shit was born. What? Yeah. What? So he needed that.
He had fun. Yeah. It seemed like he had fun because, like, at that time you couldn't, like, he was the biggest star. Like, The Rock had just kind of like overtaken him in some ways, but I think he had gone away or whatever. But like, Stone Cold needed something fresh, and that was his opportunity. Like, because of his talent, he was able to make it out of that. And
there's two people I believe in sports entertainment that left early as shit. And it's Michael Jordan and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold left, and this is like I'm going home after that Brock Lesnar situation, and never came back.
No, he came back.
He ended up coming back,
bro.
But
he's like discounting the comeback.
Yeah,
he's discounting The Rock and that. I mean,
I know that Rock and him was the last official, but nah, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
he's been around. It's not like he went anywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's okay because
we have what technology we have today.
Yeah,
Stone Cold is the name, and
also his knees got fucked up. So like it was only but so much. He had a lot of injuries that he wasn't gonna be able to stay.
He had a couple more matches, but it's okay.
I mean,
can we go to the next segment so we can keep the time afloat? This joint is the theme song pick of the week, which will be for this Intercontinental Championship here from votes for the next 5 weeks. We gotta pick 5 songs, and then we tally the votes from each of our 5 songs, or we want to do 3. 3?
Wait, time out. So you want us to each pick
a song of the week? Then we're gonna put the clip out, and whoever picked the song out of us from that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you pick your song, we gotta play a little YouTube joint, like my joint right here. You know, Michael put my song and for like a good little 5 seconds, and then take it down, and then you, and then him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you put that out there. People might say me. I win 1 week. We're doing 3 weeks or 5? 3? Best out of 3.
I don't know. I mean, it's your idea. What did you have? What you have in mind?
And whoever get the top picks out of all the songs of the 3 weeks,
gets the belt.
You know what I mean? Mid-card championship for We Talk Wrestling.
Yeah, listen, I'm ready to win every single one of these. I'm ready to hold whatever belt I'm able to get, because I'm competitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
So. How we doing this? I mean, so each of us is going to just pick our theme song
for this week right here.
This week.
Then next week we pick our next week's song. You.
Oh, I'm going first.
Yeah, we already know who you picking. Like it can't. Like,
okay, good. No, good.
No, I'm playing with you.
Okay. All right. I'm curious. No, I'm actually kind of curious to.
You want to know who I thought you was gonna pick?
Yeah.
RVD.
The RVD.
Some RVD.
Well, which one?
That's why I said something RVD. That's what I'm saying. But
because he got a couple options.
But I don't know.
You know what? I'll let you guys go first.
All right. So I don't mind going first. If we picking a theme song, one of my favorites from back in the day, and it's one that I used to use in video games when I used to make a creative character. Right, and I needed a dope song because some of the songs that they had on the game just wasn't dope enough. So I would be like, you know what, Gangrel got the dopest song in the whole fucking game. My man used to come out of the floor from the fire, and you would just hear this shit. It was bow wow.
You know, Michael did this song for you right here.
Yeah, this is right where you do it. This shit is hot. This is exactly where you fix it in post. Yeah, this shit was ill.
Wait, this song got real Gangrelish, bro.
Yeah,
that's your pick though.
That's my pick, Gangrel.
The Brew joint.
The Brew joint. Yeah, cause that shit was like, it was like.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Shit was tough.
Done?
Yeah, my bad. I got a little hype.
I'm going with my man, Seth.
Yo, that's what I was going. That was my second pick.
You gotta burn it down, boy. You can't tell you can't go wrong with this. This right here, Mike. You gotta put it right up. Bang, there you go, right there. Then just burn it. Yeah.
That's the best song in the game right now.
That's the best song in the game right now. You can't tell me.
And it's not even. And the thing is, like,
you got the comedy shows on that motherfucker.
Dog. Yeah. That I put it on a playlist, and I worked out to that shit for the first time last week, and actually got me hyped. So I give you that. But the thing is, like, the thing I fuck with about that song is, like, it's not even just the ooh. It's like This shit sounds like a little Metallica. Like this shit, he goes.
What he doing?
Yeah, the new person at WWE who made all these new songs. Like he went in on that. So I give him his props, and I give you your props for picking that one.
It's a good pick.
That's a good ass song. I give you that.
That was on you, player.
Man, Rollin'. The Undertaker. Limp Bizkit.
God, you didn't count.
Yeah,
Why didn't count?
Because it's like an actual real song, though. Like, that's a song. Like,
but he still used it as his entrance.
Rollins
What are you
is
talking?
A theme song.
No,
like,
that counts.
A theme song. All right.
To this day, Limp Bizkit fans, we still get booed. We still get shit canned.
No, that's a great song.
No, it counts. It has to count.
All right.
Because the motherfucker came out every time.
Trying to disqualify me.
Every time he came out with a motorcycle.
I'm just trying to I can't wait.
Every time he came out with his little motorcycle.
Come out and the people will see. They gonna be like,
watch the Undertaker matches with the pop. And especially when they did the Brothers of Destruction, when he came out with the
and then it went into that
roll. Bro,
yeah, shit was
people.
Bro, I understand what you're saying. I'm not taking it away, but I'm just saying.
Nah, it counts. Like, it gotta count.
I wish we gotta get like we gotta get that person that pop in, like whatever lady wins the women's championship for our show, actually can come in, like pop in sometimes on segments and whenever. Like I'm gonna go live right now. Hopefully some people pop in. Like when we do that or some shit, like yo, it just.
Why you sounding like you're not confident in your pick?
I'm confident in my pick.
Yeah, like why you sound like you scared.
No, if it was you,
I mean, they're a multi-platinum band. They
No.
sold 30 million records. And Rollin' actually, just a little fun fact, Rollin' actually wasn't even started as a rock song. That started as a rap song with Swiss Beats in the studio.
Yeah.
And then he was able to get, rest in peace X and all that. That
shit was tough.
So Rollin' started out as a hip hop song.
I'd be interested to see.
I understand everything that you saying, good brother. I'm not taking nothing from the history of that song. I'm just asking you, do it count as a wrestling theme? That's it.
So now,
of course, he came out to it.
He came out to it.
He came out to it.
Side topic.
You could take it up with the Undertaker.
No,
he came out to that shit.
You're not. I'm just asking. This is for wrestling fans.
Rolling, so
all right, well there you go. I know that true wrestling fans is gonna be like Seth Rollins. Like
that's fine because he's the top current guy, and I can't argue with it. But I'm the nostalgia act. So
Gangrel is cool,
dog. You talk about wrestling theme songs. That was a wrestling theme song. That was, and as a matter of fact,
Seth Rollins joined this too, though.
No, bro. Seth Rollins joint is cool, and the new I don't even know who makes the songs now.
Someone,
but ain't it CFO? It ain't CFO.
Nah, they been gone. Like,
yeah,
for the past, like,
CFO,
4 or 5. Like it's been a minute.
Yeah,
it's been a minute. Yeah, CFO.
Well, they had some cool stuff.
No, they had some great songs.
I think they did the Kevin Owens. I like the Kevin Owens.
Nah, they did some great stuff.
Man, they gone, ain't. So whoever make
but what if I said
Jim Johnson?
But how about what if I said Edge though?
I mean, it's a great song.
Or I said Chris Jericho and that
great song. But
that's another one that's really good.
Because he's got his own band.
Yeah, you right.
See,
you right. Because Edge, I would have been like cool.
And like,
I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Honestly, and the only other reason I chose this because Limp Bizkit like really was like in the multiple times. Like they had multiple songs.
Yeah, they performed.
Yeah, they did wrestle. They did his WrestleMania 19. Like that's.
Yeah, you got to count it. You got to count it.
And then,
all right,
just like
no, but he thinks I'm attacking him. Yeah, that's what he thinks.
No, to me it sounded like Dell was like, "Yo, that song is too good. I'm about to lose." And I was like, "Damn, like why you getting so defensive?"
Yes, I got faith in the Seth Rollins pick.
Nah, those are three great songs.
So we got our picks for this week's pool for the people to tap in and vote who got the song of the week here. You got Marcely with Gangrel's The Brood. Me, I have Seth Rollins, Burn It Down.
That song is hard though. I ain't gonna.
Jay has Undertaker's Limp Bizkit's Rolling.
Yeah, that's just tough too.
All right, so there y'all go. We got that.
Biscuit Wrestling Fans Unite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's see who people pick. All right. So let's go to this next segment where we talk about this upcoming pay-per-view this Saturday. WWE Backlash that will determine the world champion for our show. For our show, this is the crown, the big dog of the show. Through these picks, whoever get the most picks, the right picks out of the pay-per-view gets to hold the title to the next pay-per-view where you defend it again. So this Saturday we got WWE Backlash. You know what's a decent rule? Because we talk all wrestling, so it's like the world title should like be defended. Like, I don't know, we gotta set some rules up where like you can get a number one contender by somebody guessing a good pay-per-view off of AEW or some shit. You know what I'm saying? There's some work there. Yeah, and do some work there. Yeah. Well, it's gonna grow.
Yeah, word. You figure it out.
Yeah, but this Saturday we got that Backlash show. We're gonna read the card, and top pick gets the world title. So y'all ready? You ready? Yeah, I'll be mad because
I'm gonna need the. I don't remember the.
I got
predictions and all that.
I'm gonna be mad if Jay Conner win this.
Oh, cause he's not up to date with it.
Yeah, man.
He's on his old school.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely had like 4 picks. Like I should have bet my 4 picks that I had for WrestleMania first night because I definitely would have made out pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, we got WWE Backlash 2023 Puerto Rico. We got Rhea Ripley champion. What is she? SmackDown's women's champion
for now.
Versus Zelina Vega from the LWO.
That's gonna be a fucking squash. I mean, it might be a little fun, but Rhea's gonna dominate her. That's not even a question.
Yeah, Rhea.
That's my pick too.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna pick against her.
All right. We got United States champion Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed for the United States Championship.
I'll go. Yeah, Austin's boring. I'm gonna go Bobby. No. You know what? I'm gonna say Austin.
Damn. This one.
Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna stick with the original thing that came out of my mouth. I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley because they got to do something with him.
You know, it's crazy.
And they got to make it up to him for how they.
I'm going Bobby Lashley too, bro.
Yeah, I mean.
And this is where this shit fucking kick us in the head.
I want to go with Bobby Lashley. And I will, but in the back of my mind, I don't know, man. Something just doesn't.
Yo, go with the back of your mind.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but it doesn't.
Shake shit up. It ain't gonna be as interesting if all of us got the same picks, yo.
All right, moving on.
I'm trusting Bobby Lashley, but Bobby. I got my third eye watching him, and if shit goes down, I have my doubts. Just know that.
All right.
Next match we got Seth Rollins versus Omos.
Seth Rollins isn't losing, dog. He's getting built up to win that new belt.
Nah,
he's the Seth Rollins.
That's no.
Yeah, we gotta get some variance in these picks because otherwise this shit ain't gonna make no sense.
Bianca Belair, Raw Women's Champion for now, versus Io Sky from Damage Control.
They not gonna let Bianca lose.
That's what I'm saying.
To her, like it's not. She's not. If it was Charlotte or Becky Lynch or somebody like that, then maybe. But they're not gonna give Io Sky.
All right, we got Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle versus the Bloodline, the Usos and Solo Sikoa.
That's all right. That's a little more interesting, but I think in that match, because it doesn't feel like the storyline has the gas that it had prior to WrestleMania, I think I'm gonna just go with the faces winning because it just doesn't.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
I don't know what else you could do.
I'm going Sammy, Kevin.
Yeah, like I just don't see where else you could go with it. Ain't nobody gonna win this fucking belt because everybody's gonna agree with the same shit.
I would feel like you gonna go with Sammy, Kevin, and Matt just because Matt Riddle on that joint and he smoked weed and he chill with RVD, so it's like a connection there. So you just like fuck it, I'm going with Matt Riddle and them. And am I right or wrong? Just it ain't.
I mean, that's definitely a wrong assumption, but
I
mean, I would have just picked them because, I mean, it just they just got the belts. Like, why are they gonna?
They're not. Yeah.
I mean, I just see
just saying logically.
I see him losing just to keep bad graces with Roman right now.
You gotta. I feel like with this, you gotta follow the writing. That's just my only take.
I mean, I feel like the only way to push the story forward is to have them lose.
If this was a more based thing on fighting, then that might be
right. Shit ain't UFC.
You going Matt Riddle and Kevin?
If it was a matter of fighting, I would go with the Bloodline.
So who are you picking?
But I would probably, I mean, as far as storyline, yeah, absolutely. They're going.
Yo, so we all about to win this belt, though. Because we all agree on everything.
So Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, street fight.
I mean, I'll say Damian Priest wins because it's Bad Bunny. He's gonna have a great match, but he's gonna lose.
Go with Bad Bunny.
Oh, come on!
It might be a little bit of a ride if he loses.
Yeah. Nah, Bad Bunny. Yeah, Damian Priest is gonna win.
Isn't that his home?
Yeah, but that's what WWE does. Name the last time that somebody won in their hometown.
And when the last time was that event been in Puerto Rico?
Did he win in Pittsburgh?
When the last time was that event been in Puerto Rico?
Bro, but Damian Priest, ain't he Puerto Rican too? Or
when is the last time?
Regardless, somebody Puerto Rican is gonna win. Bro, so like you could bring Bad Bunny back.
Bro, you tripping.
If Bad Bunny wins,
bro, you tripping. WWE, bro, you are tripping.
Dog, we talking.
They want to see Bad Bunny out there celebrating and chilling. And this ain't no Vince McMahon. All right.
Yeah, this is Vince McMahon. As much as you think that this
Vince
is true,
McMahon don't listen to this music,
bro. This
is
Vince
McMahon. All this shit that's going on out here in the world. Bro. All right, I don't care.
He don't care. He's gonna
Bad Bunny, bro.
He's gonna try to squash
Bad motherfucking Bunny.
Squash Bad Bunny.
I fucking like his music.
No, Bad Bunny's talented.
I mean, either or is whatever to me.
So who's your pick? You said Bad Bunny.
Damn, I mean, I really, honestly, I really don't want to pick either though because I don't really care who wins. But
you got to pick somebody.
I mean, it'd be nice to, I guess, like for the happy goers, yeah, Bad Bunny.
Why can't you just pick somebody?
Yeah, Bad Bunny. That's what I say. Yeah, Bad Bunny. Jesus, calm down.
All right, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
So this is one Cody has to win. Cody has to win. But at the same time, I feel like Brock kind of does too, because Brock ain't been doing shit. The last time, so Brock won against Omos or whatever. But before that it meant nothing. That was a terrible match. It didn't.
This is kind of hard. This is kind of hard.
And then before that, he kicked Bobby Lashley in the nuts, and then they never did anything else with the storyline. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody because I don't think that he could lose right now. I don't think it would make sense to have him lose.
I'm going Cody.
Gotta make a choice.
I know. Telling me information, I know. It's a tough call. I mean, yeah, I guess the obvious choice is Cody.
Yeah.
So there you go, your picks, people.
So far,
it look like
y'all have agreed on everything.
This is just be a who's gonna lead into the up and leads into after SummerSlam shit, because that's the next huge event, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have like a pay-per-view.
It's
before that, right?
It's Backlash and then
June and July. I think SummerSlam is in August.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, this is Backlash. There's something else at the Backlash, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they ain't start promoting that shit yet. But
we might as well just tally up votes. Yeah.
I mean, y'all agreed on the whole entire thing, and then there was only one, the last one with Brock Lesnar and Cody that I had different. So, I mean, we very well almost might be sharing that shit. So, or it's gonna be y'all two sharing it,
or me just leading the roads. We just voting. wrap out with the We Talk Wrestling questions. Where I ask some good questions. You pick one. You say why. We move on to the next. So
Got
do
it.
this try to in like one shebang. So I'm gonna ask both of y'all the same question, and then y'all can say why y'all pick, why you pick, and I'll say why. Bang. We move on to the next. Cool.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna start off with myself. Fuck it. One, Raw or SmackDown? SmackDown guy. Man, SmackDown guy since Rock said this is my show. So I'll pick SmackDown.
Oh, but yeah, I said it before. SmackDown has mostly been a better show. You know what I'm saying.
Well, as much as I love SmackDown, if it wasn't for Raw, there would be no SmackDowns.
Yeah, and also, I mean, 3 hours of wrestling is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially if you're talking about like not watching a pay-per-view. I don't got the time to watch that shit, so that's why I be watching like YouTube like recaps and wrestle talk and stuff like that, because I ain't sitting through a whole 3 hour Raw. I just can't.
Tired.
I got kids.
That's like the newer stuff. It's all like 3 hours.
Raw's been 3 hours for a long ass time. Because back in the day, it used to be 2 hours. It used to be 9 to 11. But they added that extra hour.
Well, I watched it on Peacock. It's like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
But technically, if you were to watch Raw and SmackDown simultaneously, that would be 3 hours. So I mean, because it's an hour and a half for each about each show.
Damn. So they pretty much each have the same amount of relevant shit that they edit onto Peacock. Whatever.
They have no commercials or nothing. So that's why it's that time anyway. So.
My word.
But all right, let's move on. All right, AEW or NXT?
AEW. Yeah, NXT is still, because of what it turned into. It turned into a very developmental brand, and then
I was gonna say the same. If it was old NXT,
old NXT,
like Adam Cole and them didn't leave, it would have been a good.
Yeah, because that was competitive. The two of them, when they were like going head to head, that was very good.
Never seen NXT.
Yo, AEW is very.
I've seen more AEW, and I've never really watched AEW.
Yo, you should fuck with it. I think as a fan of ECW, you would like it, yo.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start here with you. Seth Rollins or Kenny Omega?
Shit, Kenny, I love Seth, yo, but Kenny is, I think, overall one of the best ever. I think low key he's one of the best ever because he's so athletic and he's good on the mic. He's just able to kind of do everything. So yeah, Kenny.
I'm going Seth Rollins, and it's the same thing that you just said, but Kenny Omega is not good on the mic. All he got is that goodbye, good night joint. That's it.
He's good as a heel, yo. He's good as a heel, and he's quicker. He's quicker in the ring than Seth is. Seth is good, but Kenny is quick on a different level, yo.
But you got to think about it though. This is WWE. We talking about they only let you do certain moves to stay safe. If Seth was in AEW, stop playing, bro. We get to be Seth. We get to be Tyler Black. Real shit.
Tyler Black was great too, but like New Japan Kenny
we haven't seen Seth on the scene on that type time in a very long time.
But we have seen Kenny there, and Kenny, you know what I mean, he delivered.
So that's why Kenny won't go to WWE.
Because he knows that he's going to be held back, just like your man Seth Rollins. Because he knows he's going to end up being
it's about that
back.
money, man.
Seth.
My man. Hey. And Seth is more entertaining, like entertainment wise, than Kenny Omega.
He is.
Yeah,
on his own.
Who you gonna make more money with? You gonna make more money with stuff, bro?
I don't know, man. Got the international market. Don't sleep on it.
Yeah,
if you put Kenny Omega in WWE, like I just don't see him like his stuff selling like on gimmick wise. But
the cleaner, bro,
he can't do that again. We seen it, and he too old now.
I mean, but that
put that jacket back on. But, put back on, walking down with a broom.
Yo, he can. But that shows you that he's a creative mind enough to be able to create a new character. All of these cats who are great, they always recreate themselves. Seth recreated themselves with this
multiple times.
Multiple times.
That's him. All right. Bianca Belair or Jade Cargill?
Bianca. That's not even a question. Jade is still green as hell. And they protect her. And her last match with Taya Valkyrie was not good.
Bianca
is very talented.
Incredible.
Yeah, she's great.
Bianca for sure.
Superstar.
NWO or Bullet Club AJ Styles version?
NWO for me, man, because you wouldn't have Bullet Club without NWO. So for me, it's easy.
I'm going Bullet Club. I like NWO, but this shit stupid. It just
Bullet Club is
the history with
it ended up being stupid.
The Bullet Club is still going.
But it's not
and it recognizes, but it always recognizes the history though, which I like. Like they don't ignore who was who and. Everybody that can do that, I'm not mad at it. I don't like the Bullet Club what it is now.
Yeah, it's corny.
But AJ Styles portion of the Bullet Club, that joint went out on the NWO with me any day, bro. I'm sorry. So y'all both went NWO, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I went Bullet Club. All right. Damn. Shit.
Now, if it was NWO versus DX, probably would have definitely would have picked DX.
Tougher. Okay, DX or Bullet Club Prince Devitt version?
I'm going DX.
Yeah, I'm going DX too, and I'm talking like the original, like the first faction.
Yeah, and
with Rick Rude, with
Rick Rude in China, and
right, cool. But if it was the DX of the new shit. When they was just painting little shit on there, and Shawn Michaels just the
X-Pac and then New Age.
No. The new joint with Shawn Michaels and Triple H was fighting the Spirit Squad.
Oh hell, come on, bro. That's
the same time the Bullet Club and Prince Devitt.
Dog. That's like asking Michael Jordan when he was on the Wizards or LeBron. Like which one you gonna pick?
Right,
that's not fair.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying though on this question, but I'm saying though. If you really want to look at the top,
that ain't fair.
You can do the Rick Rude and okay, I'm gonna go with that DX too.
Rest in peace.
But if you look at that year or what was going on, it was DX fighting the Spirit Squad, and then over New Japan
That's
Pro.
corny, dog. Don't nobody. That Spirit Squad shit was not DX. We can't. Nothing after.
I'm just saying
that second iteration.
I'm not saying
dog. That shit was.
When that shit was going on there. This was forming here, and Prince.
That was when Triple H had the permed hair and the fucking the crazy beard, and he was big as shit. And Shawn Michaels was like bald. That shit do not count. Bald Shawn Michaels does not count, dog. He looked like he used to. Nah, I ain't gonna, because I know he had issues, but he looked hurt. He did not look believable at that time. That shit was a joke.
I'm quite sure you're going DX.
I'm saying.
Impact Wrestling. Or Ring of Honor?
Ring of Honor, dog. Fuck Impact.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, dog. Impact is. I mean, and I ain't gonna sleep. Impact has had a lot of very talented.
Had a little
people.
couple dollars for niggas to go get. That's all.
Straight up.
All right. Technical wrestling. Here, question: Bret Hart or Lance Storm?
Bret Hart.
Bret. You already know where I'm coming from.
It
would not be
Lance Storm.
Wow, I can't believe y'all just did that.
No, Lance Storm is great, but Lance Storm isn't as good as
I want to be serious.
Lance Storm is not. He's not even.
Oh man,
he's under Chris Jericho.
I need y'all to go do your research on Lance Storm.
I mean, you ain't even pick him in your faction, dog.
Right, he's defending him like
right.
Yo, it's my man. Yo, go Canada.
And he was from Canada.
He has nothing to do.
He's like the 7th best Canadian wrestler.
About to turn into a maple leaf over here.
Big gold belt or the new gold belt that they just made.
See, I like the new gold belt, but the big gold is that has prestige, dog. That's WCW. That's the world heavyweight champion. That shit got history to it.
Young Bucks or the Usos?
Usos.
Usos.
I'm gonna go Usos, but Young Bucks cannot be slept on. I think they're great, but when it comes to wrestling, like they're great at spots. You know what I'm saying? They be doing flips like anybody. You know what I mean? And they be super kicking the shit out of people. But the Usos are just a better tag team.
Diamond Cutter or the RKO?
RKO.
Diamond Cutter.
Nah, yo.
What, y'all?
Out of nowhere adds a different element to it, yo.
DDP was doing that before Randy Orton.
Randy added some spice to it.
As he should. Oh, no.
Yeah, his whole asshole persona.
People has fucked up. You have seen some decent RKOs, but it doesn't connect. Like, they arm all in the way. Like, come on, bro. Everything DDP hit, it was always...
Give me the top 3 most iconic diamond cutters.
The one hanging off the rope. I don't want his phone to go. The fireman's carry into it.
That was cool.
You said give you 3 for the time, and what we talking about the era, bro.
But you
haven't seen that nowhere else.
You know that the craziest RKOs, like you know, like.
But I'm saying though, when you look back then, you see where Randy Orton got all his ideas from. His verse in the third joint, catching somebody flying.
Yeah,
DDP always he was never a fucked up.
Randy, you gotta give Randy his props. Randy did some incredible things. The Seth one was crazy, where he tried to do the stomp and he caught him.
That was the best joint ever.
That was crazy. And then the one where what's my man's name? Who did the flip? I can't.
I know you.
What was his name back when he was Evan Bourne? Yeah, Evan Bourne. So he did a splash. He tried to do a whole moonsault.
Matt Sydal.
Yeah, Matt Sydal, right. And then he got caught. That was incredible too. And they build up the RKO. So I don't know.
You want RKO? All right.
Nah, yeah.
You want RKO? Right?
Yeah. I'll go with RKO.
Yeah.
This dude gets my nerves already.
All right.
What? What?
Your name is Dell Gold. What?
Tag team: Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, or Dudley Boys. From the Attitude Era.
You go. You got it.
I'm going Edge and Christian.
Dudleys.
I'm going Dudleys. Yeah. I'm going Dudleys. I think Dudleys have accomplished.
Love the Hardys
so much. Yeah.
We're not talking about that. We're just talking about who you rocking.
Nah, I'm rocking with the Dudleys just because of what they were able to accomplish in ECW and then make that translate into being like one of the best tag teams ever in WWE.
But you said the Hardys were in that too, right?
Yeah.
The Hardys were great.
Respect to the Hardys.
Yeah.
Edge and Christian won them first couple TLC matches.
I just really don't like Christian that much. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I don't.
Never really was.
Gimmick. Boogeyman or Goldust? I'm talking about beginning Goldust, the start of Goldust.
Goldust was different, yo. As a kid watching that shit, I did not know what I was watching.
Yeah, Goldust was, and I liked Boogeyman.
Yeah, Boogeyman was cool. Like, he was underrated, but like Goldust,
you just keep worms in your pocket nonchalantly.
So it was crazy. But Goldust was like pushing that, like, yo, is my man gay or is he like?
But he had Terry.
Yeah, exactly. That's how he felt. It was like Prince. You know what I'm saying?
It was Marlena.
It had people questioning like, yo, what's my man's whole thing?
I'm gonna go.
But he was like, he was creepy with it. Like, but he was fantastic. Dustin Rhodes
he fucked me up with the Roddy Piper street fight match Hollywood joint. WrestleMania.
I'm saying
that was a crazy joint.
Yeah, he had the whole like trailer, John. That was perfect. All
right, superstar status: John Cena, Stone Cold. Who you picking for your roster?
Austin.
The competition.
I mean, we're all of a certain age. I think, you know what I'm saying, and I think it's got to be Stone Cold. I don't think anybody around our age.
If you pick Stone Cold and you had to start him off in this era with John Cena led, do you think he'll make it?
Stone Cold is talented, dog. He's different. He's another guy who recreated himself.
The whole thing that he did in that era, you think will work in today's era?
He would make it work. I think he's so good that he would make it work.
Drinking beer, giving people the middle finger,
dog. Donald Trump was elected president.
I mean, are we really that far off from that anyway, though?
Like. He could lead straight up. He could easily do that shit.
We can't just like give people a finger now without getting into some type of trouble. And you can't beat your boss up because you're going to fuck around and go to jail.
We're talking about it at WWE show.
It's going to be canceled. Like, he's going to try to cancel this man, this wrestler, for beating up his boss. Bosses feel outraged.
Nah, bro. They still, if Vince McMahon wasn't 90 million years old, he would still be out there taking bumps and fucking taking Stone Cold Stunners. I think he took one like a year or two ago.
Faction. 4 Horsemen or Evolution? Both faction has Ric Flair. Remember that.
Evolution.
I'm gonna go with Evolution too because of what each individual person accomplished afterwards. Like, you have 4 individual Hall of Famers and then a faction that's Hall.
Are you talking? Well, were you talking about the original 4 Horsemen, or are you talking about the one with Chris Benoit?
I'm saying what I'm saying.
The original Horsemen.
It's got to be the original.
Ric
like
Flair, Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson. Yeah.
Okay. Do you go with the 4 Horsemen then?
Yeah. Okay. I do.
Respect.
DDT, Jake the Snake Roberts, Arn Anderson, or Tommy Dreamer?
I'm gonna go with Dreamer. I fuck with Tommy Dreamer's DDT. I think
Jake Snake.
Jake might have it.
Jake the Snake.
But I'm biased. I'm so biased.
Just like DDP, the creator.
Yeah, I'm biased because
I'm such a Stone Cold fan. I'm gonna have to go with Tommy Dreamer just because of get that piece of crap out of my ring.
This one, y'all are different. Frog Splash, Eddie Guerrero, Kevin Owens, or RVD?
There's not a question. RVD is easily. But respect.
I hate you right now.
Easily.
Mucho respect.
Bro.
Yo,
for Eddie
Guerrero.
Like, listen,
are you kidding me?
No, because
come on, bro.
RVD did it with the chair.
Not even just that. If you look at all of those frog splashes, the only person who comes close to getting the air that RVD does is Montez Ford. So Eddie I was very athletic, but Eddie just does this. He goes up and
that's what
he does a little. Rob Van Dam does. He goes.
That's not no.
And then he bounces off of the mat, and then he bounces up, and then he sells the shit as if he's hurt.
Show me how many 5-star frog splashes Eddie did with a chair versus RVD.
I'm saying RVD was more creative with it. RVD would change the direction of his body.
Yo, respect, OG. I don't know what Dell Goldberg.
In the air,
Dell Gilberg over here.
The direction.
He's talking about.
Spear, Roman Reigns, Edge, or Goldberg.
All right. I mean, shout out to Bobby Lashley. Yours is all right, cool.
You can put Bobby. This is the first episode.
But I'm going to say.
We can add Bobby to that.
I'm going to say Goldberg, yo. I know
we can add Bobby now.
No, we don't have to.
No, we are.
Bobby's is different. I think the impact that Goldberg's spear, that was one of the only moves that he had that was like, yo, that shit is devastating.
And that's exactly why I'm not picking him, and it will be Edge for me.
Yeah, I'm going Edge.
Oh my god, y'all.
Edge is still like relevantly killing it. So absolutely, I'm gonna go with Edge.
Edge landed on his
Goldberg
knees.
couldn't even work a match for like a year and a half, like past 3 minutes. And then he busted his arm because he got mad and he punched a limo. Like,
my guy got over by literally doing.
He's a great guy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
and the jackhammer. That's all he could do.
But that's the Edge can do more.
Yeah, but we're talking about the spear.
But when it leads up to the spear, that's the thing. There's the thrill of getting to that, the building, the suspense. You know when it's coming with Edge.
That undefeated streak of
Goldberg's, and he's a quick.
That shit was different.
Cheap
though.
thrill, man.
If you used to watch that shit, people used to tune in every week just to see it.
Because they never seen anything like that. But Goldberg's not actively wrestling anymore.
Yeah. But, I mean, that has nothing to do with now.
Cats. Come on.
Come on, y'all. Y'all talking about a specific move, not a person, not a match set.
I
I hear you, but
let's get this last question out the way.
I had the right answer on that one. I'm just saying.
There's no right answer. This your pick.
That was the right answer, yo.
All right. Let's get this last question out of here. All right, we got to put one of these two, and this is one of the questions I'm going to do at the end of every week. Today's question is, today we're going to put one of these guys as the godfather of wrestling, and you have to pick one. You either got Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair. I'm going Ric Flair.
Personally, I would choose neither.
Yeah, I mean, the Godfather.
Talk about the Godfather.
I'm talking about the wrestling history. That's all, man.
I'm saying Hulk Hogan made the shit. I think Hulk Hogan contributed to more on the money side. He was talking about making it more popular. He was mainstream. He was doing the shit that he was bringing the eyes to the WWE by having matches with Mr. T, having matches with like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just on a different level. Like he was doing things that like Ric Flair, one of the greatest workers, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But what Hulk Hogan was able to do for the thing, like fuck Hulk Hogan, straight up. But what he contributed, I think if we're talking about, I feel like I'm voting for the president. You know what I'm saying? It's like two old motherfuckers who ain't shit. Neither one of them are shit. But like I gotta pick the lesser of two evils. I might have to go with Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
I feel like I just voted for Joe Biden.
Yeah. Well,
it's the limousine riding, jet flying for me.
Yeah, I'm going Ric Flair.
But if I had to actually really pick, I'd say Bruno Sammartino is the Godfather.
I could fuck with that.
Well, I guess the.
But that's going. I feel like before
we come up with a different name. It's the first episode. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's really Vince McMahon. If you ask me.
We're talking about wrestling, though.
I mean, Vince held the belt. Come
on.
I'm saying.
All right, but listen, that's been.
Yo, that was a good episode, fellas.
We just talk wrestling.
Yeah, give me a little something. I mean, good shit. First episode. That last segment, I don't know how we gonna have to edit this shit. Maybe we might have to have a part 2, but because that was a long fucking episode, and we gotta make sure that people digest that shit.
Yeah, Mike can type it up real good.
Yeah, good work, Mike. I'll let y'all.
See you next week.